Hello folks, it's Matt, Haven Homestead. It's been about 6-8 months since I've done videos. My boys and I have been working on the house and getting a lot of stuff inside done. They ripped up carpet in 2.5 rooms, and we got all the staples and tack strips out of 2 of them. We got most of the cabinets out of the kitchen. Got the sink cabinet. I need to work on the plumbing there. It's the only reason why that's not done yet, because I don't want to mess with the plumbing yet. We're not staying the night here at the house, but we're getting things done little by little, slowly. I'm living in an apartment that's I've got paid up through September, October, so other than a couple utilities for there and electric for here, we're good. Taking things slow but surely. Everything here at the house is paid off completely. The only debt that I have is with the car. I'm working on getting that paid down twice as fast. I figure I'll be back into the house in probably June or July. I'll probably let this season be, or this summer, be a minimal garden, if any. Probably some squash, a couple tomatoes, some peppers, some pumpkins. We are going to work on getting the orchard going. Going to do the dwarf, semi-dwarf trees down here by the road, because it is a hillside and it's too steep to mow, so we could only weed eat it. So if we terrace it just a little bit and get the fruit trees in, and there we go. But like I said, it's slow going. I can only do so much. My boys help out where they can when they can. It's like if I'm having a good day, I can do a good bit. But then normally I overdo it, and then it's about a week or 3 before I'm really able to go that hard again. Wish I could do it like I did back when I was younger. Those days for me are long past. So my boys and I, we might get the little bit of garden tilled up, and then over the next few days get the plants in. I'm not starting them inside. I'm never really had good luck doing that. I've had some luck in the past, but other times it's just been hit and miss. I don't know if I'm just not doing it right or not doing it well enough or whatever, but it's just one of those, it's just not working for me. So I go to the local nurseries and the FFAs at the high schools, the Future Farmers of America, mainly Huntington High, Cabell Midland, and Spring Valley, and some of the others across the river, Chesapeake, Proctorville, because they do good work and it helps them. And I'd rather want to help a kid in FFA, the Future Farmers of America, and local businesses, than to go to big box stores. Unfortunately, for apple trees, you pretty much got to go to big box stores. But it is what it is, and it'll be what it'll be. I am looking to get apples like Granny Smith, Jonathan, Gala, at least 3 of each, but the ones I'm definitely going to do are the Jonathans and Galas. But for apple butter, like Granny Smith puts a little bit of tartness into it. That's one of the things I want to do, is I want to have my own apples and turn it into applesauce, and then turn that into apple butter. I've made pumpkin butter from my own pumpkins, where the only thing I put money out for was the jars, pumpkin spice, and the sugar. Excuse me. I've been going to auctions and stuff. Been doing some of the online auctions. It's addicting. So far I've got 2 standing grandfather clocks, 2 mantel clocks, and 1 wall hanger clock. All of them chime, except for one of the grandfathers. I got to work on it, but it's something I can piddle around with. Two of the little ones, the mantel clocks, I need to work on. But it's one of those, something I can do. If I can get them working, awesome. If I can't, they still look good. I have been kind of collecting copper kettles. The first one I got probably 15-20 years ago was a 15-gallon. Then I got a 30 and a 50. Those need some work. I have some cracks and a couple punctures, and I'll get that taken care of. Then I got another 15-gallon. And I bid on 2 more. They look to be like a 15 to 20 gallon. If I get them, great. If I don't, it's alright. I'm not sure when we're going to get chickens again, or if we're going to go with turkeys or ducks. I would like to get lamb, sheep, because I have just under 3/4 of an acre, and for 3 lambs and stuff, we can do a whole lot. My neighbors, I can get with them, they'll let them roam and graze. Because honestly, with the sheep, they will graze this area well and go from there. Put them up at night, so that way they're not susceptible to coyotes. And yes, even though you can hear the interstate in the background, we do have coyotes here. They do their yipping, yapping, squalling. And I was like, if I had a crossbow, I might get a couple coyotes. Everybody on my side of the street's outside the city. Everybody on the other side of the street's in the city. And now that I'm back here at the homestead, my closest neighbors, we are family. So it's all good. God has blessed me. I went through the ringer to get to this point. And in some cases, he's still testing my patience. And it's like, But it is what it is. And it will be what it'll be. I am a history buff. And one of the places here in West Virginia that I like going to is Fort Randolph and Prickett's Fort. Fort Randolph, which, by the shirt, 1776 to 1778 is when it was really in. Those of you who know about Lord Dunmore's War, back when we were part of Virginia colony, Prickett's Fort started off with that, with Chief Logan getting murdered in the fort. He was trying for peace, and things took off. But it was a military fort. It is not privately owned, but a private group, conservative, however which way you want to say it. And you can look them up on Facebook as Fort Randolph Reenactments. The other one is state park, kind of not, and that's Prickett's Fort. It was not a military fort. It was a civilian refuge fort from the Indian battles back in the day. Also about 1776 and stuff. And you can look up Prickett's Fort there, and it's Prickett''S. And it is a good area up around Fairmont, West Virginia, where Fort Randolph is at Point Pleasant, West Virginia. That's where you got the Mothman and those museums and such. And they do have a Mothman statue and Mothman days and this, that, and the other. The 4th of July weekend, they have a big deal at Prickett's Fort and the surrounding areas. So if you're looking for something to do that's inexpensive, actual getting into the fort is free and it's open to the public. Whereas Prickett's Fort, you got to pay to get admission to the fort itself. So Fort Randolph, free. Prickett's Fort, not free. Right now I'm sitting at my new little bistro dinette set. 2 chairs and a little table. Got them at the auction site for a whopping $2 or $3, something like that. Cheap. I got the wall hanging clock, this bistro set, a Ridgeway grandfather clock, and assorted glassware, all for like $78 total. And the 2 clocks that I got today, working perfectly. Each one is worth probably a couple hundred, if not 1,000, easy. But it's getting late in the evening. Like I said, I do have electric here, but I'm not staying here. All I gotta do to turn on the water is go to the water meter, turn it on. But for right now, we're keeping stuff at a minimum here. The heat's turned off because it was an electric heater. I do have a small camp stove that's probably 11 by 11 square by 16 or 18 inches. Not very big, just small enough, and it's like for a good sized tent, small camper type. And I got the thing jerry rigged through a thing in the door. Does it produce a holy heck amount of heat? Not really. But I can cook on it if I wanted. And it does produce a decent amount of heat. I do have one of the non-electric fans that sit on top of it, that when it heats up, it starts spinning. So that helps push out the heat to the rest of the house. But honestly, that stove is only made to heat like 400 to 500 square feet. And where we've got the doors down, remodeling and stuff, it's working on heating like 1,500 square feet. It's not going to work it, but it works some. Right now it's about 60. It's supposed to get down to about 30. Well, not 30, but 40. A few nights from now it's supposed to get down to 30 at night, but during the day it's going to be in the 70s, 60s, 70s. So I got the heat turned off. I've had the heat turned off. I don't have any AC for this place yet, and honestly don't know if I'm going to. We just got a lot of stuff to get done and a lot of time to do it. I'm not going to speed. I'm not going to hurt myself to do it. If I try to do it and it gets a little bit rough, I'll stop. I'm not going to hurt myself. I don't want to overdo it. I got a 19-year-old son, strong as an ox. Sometimes doesn't listen too well, but he's strong as an ox. And I got a younger son. On occasions he listens. Keyword, on occasions. They're good boys, and they help me a lot. And I got friends that have offered to help. So when it gets to some of the electrical stuff, my dad could do that. I can do basic electric, but some of what's going on, it's out of my purview. Let's get a professional to do it. Plumbing, I can do it. I'm not great at it, but I can do it. But like I said, life is what it is. It'll be what it'll be. One of the old sayings here in Appalachia is, the Lord's willing and the creek don't rise. We'll get stuff done. Anyway, I'm going to be hitting the road. Get home. Change clothes. Probably get some laundry done. And go from there. As the old song says, hit the road, Jack. Anywhere or anyway, Y'all like, share, subscribe. If you like to sit and talks like this, we can do it. One thing I want to try to do, this whole area here, I want to make a covered porch. I've always wanted one. We can get that done. I mean, this deck's only 30 years old. It has definitely seen better days. Y'all take care. God bless. Like, share, subscribe, comment. You know how to do the things. Be safe, everybody.